Hello, welcome to the chess channel. It's Ranbir Singh here. We're going to be doing a normal format today. We're going to start off with 5 puzzles, and then we're going to play a 10-minute versus 10-minute zero increment rapid game, and then we're going to analyze the game to see how we could have done better or how our opponent could have done better. So come along for the ride. Let's start off with our puzzle segment here. So our first chess puzzle, this is white to move here. What do we see as the solution? Black king is right here. How can we check the black king? Don't see any obvious options to check except this one. So if we go for this check here, black king can run away. And then there is a continuation with this check to win the queen. That must be the answer. So let's go for this check. And then this check. And then we win the queen. There we go. First chess puzzle has been taken care of. 4 more to go, guys. Next one here. It's white to move. Black king is right here. What checks do we have? We have this check here. Forces the king into the corner or here. So nothing totally forcing. If the king captures, we can come in with this check. If the king goes into the corner, we're just up a pawn. So once we come in here, is there another solution? This piece is defended twice. This piece doesn't really matter. It's away from the action. I feel like this is, yeah, that's correct. So now, is this still the correct move here? To come in with another check. Oh, let me move this out of the way. Then king has to go back here. And then knight here with hopes of mate. I think that's a good continuation. I don't know about you. Boom. And we win the queen to avoid mate. All right, puzzle 3 of 5. Black to move here. White king is right here. We have this move to capture a pawn. King can recapture. And then we can come in with some checks. Alternatively, we can capture here. That does not come with check. Or even more alternatively, we just move the bishop out of the way somewhere. Problem is we can't get the rook here to start getting the checks really going. So that's not an option for us. Is there some discovered ideas? Maybe here to put pressure on this rook. But then still the king's on dark squares. I think this is the answer to really just get some defenses away from the enemy king. That wasn't the answer. So let's go back and get a hint. Instead, it's a move with the queen. So where should our queen move? Is it to capture this rook? That rook is defended. Is it to come right here to threaten mate? Yeah, that's it. There we go. And then we win the exchange. Oh, we weren't supposed to win the exchange. After this, we can come in here for mate. All right, good to know. Puzzle 4 of 5, guys. We're getting warmed up. I'm really feeling it now. I hope you guys are too. So in this puzzle, it's white to move. Black king is right here. We have checks that result in losing the queen. We don't have a dark square bishop to capitalize on this dark square weakness. We have this move here, which kind of moves the queen out of the way. None of those make a lot of sense. I think this move here would pin this pawn, so this would become an option. And this move here, if the queen captures, are there other continuations that make sense here? Because what this move does is it frees up the rook to invade, but this is still defended twice. Or is it pawn up, defending the pawn, and then we have options like bishop captures, pawn captures, queen captures. I feel like this is the move. No, it's not. Okay, let's see what the move actually was. Or a hint. It's with the rook. Rook here. And now, do we trade queens here? Of course not. What's the real play? Is it pawn up? No, it's not. It is in fact a queen trade. And at the end of this line, there's a piece hanging. Okay, that was a bit tough for me. I can't lie. All right, let's go to puzzle. We'll call it 4 or 5. I think I'm losing track here. The last one threw me for a doozy. So this one, it's black to move. White king's right here. We have not a free piece, but captures and captures is an idea. Is there a way to dislodge this piece? I mean, we have a pawn here to capture. This piece is defended this way. Maybe it's just as simple as this. And then, I mean, if you move back, there's also just a queen hanging here, right? Is that too obvious? I don't think so, because there's no way to hit my queen in return. Let's take. Yes, that's correct. Now, if we capture here, we end up with this move. This pawn will fall. Don't think that's enough. How do we dislodge this guy? Now, is it this? I wonder. This capture, we can take care of that nice and easy. I think it's okay, but this still, there's escape squares. That can't be it. Is it the pawn? Grabbing the pawn. Captures. Captures. This piece is still defended, but this pawn hangs. Let's try this. Okay, so that made sense. Now we're in check. We either move the king out of the way, or we capture here. If we capture here, this knight jumps in as well with check, but we can capture with the queen. Let's try that. Yes. Okay. Maybe I overthought that one, but hey, it's all good. Last puzzle before we get into our game, guys. This is black to move. Black to move, white king's right here. We have a pin. We also have a oh, sorry about that. We have a pawn here. It's looking to promote. 3 moves to promotion. If we push, this rook comes in and cuts us off. But then we guard it. Actually, I think it's maybe just rook here. Rook here makes sense, just to get behind the passed pawn. No, that's not it. Hint. Let's get a hint. It is a move with the rook, and it's actually rook captures. Discombobulates the queen, and then, oh, we just win a piece. And then these pawns are easy enough to stop, and we can promote. All right, I'm thoroughly entertained. I don't know about you guys. Let's jump into our 10-minute rapid game and see who we face on the internet today. I'll bring this down again for privacy reasons, and let's try and whoop some butt. Rated 1291 today. So in this position, Queen's Pawn Opening. I'm thinking of maybe Queen's Gambit declined. Queen's Gambit declined, or just Queen's Gambit. Can we get a Queen's Gambit position on the board? And I'm looking up the Queen's Gambit to see how it goes. So it's white plays, then black plays, hoping to get this move in. Actually, it's a white's position. There we go, Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit on the board. I'm going to do Queen's Gambit declined. Let's try it. So I wouldn't call this my first time playing the Queen's Gambit declined, but maybe my first time with intention. So I mean, so from a theory perspective, right? Like what do we do from here? So let me check my little cheat sheet here. So so on move 2, Queen's Gambit declined, e6. So e6 is not what we played. We actually played knight to f6, which is the symmetrical variation, the Marshall defense. We briefly played, so he played this in the 20s before abandoning it. Ooh, that's not good. All right, let's go for this then. More defense. Oh, this is the Catalan Opening now. There we go. And we'll pause the theory there. So this pawn is still up for grabs. Hoping to get development of the light square bishop first and then recapture. I think that's a level 3000 elo type move there. We'll just go for development. Oh, they fianchetto. So this pawn, is this pawn free now? Captures. Let's take this pawn now. all that being said and done, if this pushes, we can capture this way. Also, this pawn is hit twice, defended twice. Okay. What's the play here now? Develop a bishop. Looking for castles ourselves. Attacking this pawn. Let's defend it, you know? This piece is hanging, so any captures I cannot recapture. Okay, attacking the flank. So something's gonna fall here because pieces aren't connected. How about we go for this, which allows us to capture this way. And castles very shortly here. Very interesting position. I've definitely never been in this position before, so uncharted territory. Double attack here now, but any sort of... you know what? I can take this. Hits the queen, so no time for this. Also, I can trade off pieces with check. If I capture, and then they capture this way, I capture this way. And then queen's activated, I can bring her over a bit closer into the position. I'm down a minute, so I'm happy my opponent's spending a little bit of time here. So undefended piece. Do we just want to capture the pawn instead? No, because we lose the exchange, right? Interesting. So they're playing a good move here. And how do we defend this piece in any real way? It's a double attack, right? Do we just move the piece out of the way somewhere else? Perhaps here. Because this comes with an attack on the queen, rook hangs, and they would have to come in here to attack us. But we are defended at least once. I like this move. Ideas of coming in here to hit that too, eventually. Happy I found that. Castles is looking better and better with every second that goes by. Also looking at moving the rook out of this this attack as soon as that becomes feasible. What to do, what to do. Okay, queen up, which was to be expected. Rook out of the way. Has to be done. Double defense of this pawn. Castles could come now. Inviting this. Okay, so we have check on the board. We can, if we park this piece here, captures, we lose a queen here. So we need to go this way. Or, yeah, this won't work because of the fork of the major pieces. So put you here, you need to back up. And now we have interfering moves with our bishop here. This defense is still valid. This seems natural now, as soon as we get a moment. Down a minute 50 here. Position's very wild here. I think white is better, just because of how uncoordinated my pieces are and my uncastling. Okay, I think that buys me the time I need to execute this. Also very important, this captures, this doesn't come with the fork. That's very important. If I capture myself and they come in, that's okay because I can come back. I think that was very good to untangle. Captures here first. What was he guarding? Knight here was guarding here and here. Not sure. Let's capture. Oh, he was defending this piece, of course. So this would have been more resilient. It was to get this piece out of the way. So now this will come in with check to win a piece. But then I have time because I can bring you back. Yeah, that's fine. We come in with tempo. This capture won't work now though. That's the trade-off. Any sort of attacks here to here don't make sense because we're covered now. How about we come in here? Look for a double attack on this piece. Trades, trades. We're up a pawn, down a piece. Maybe we can hold this. Looking for a little artificial castling eventually. And activating this rook. Tense game, tense game. Okay, they're going for pawn trades. Let's capture you. Expecting this, which I'll meet with this. To take the defender away. Oh, so they elected not to do that. This pawn is fine. This pawn can now be defended. This seems like the best way. Looking to kick him out of the way to then win this. Win the pawn back. And that also gives me the square I need for the artificial castle. Can't let these two guys get connected. Okay. That seems like a good option for them. Let's come in here. What this does is pins you from moving closer into the position because the queen will be trapped. I think that's sound. Let's go. Also pressure on this pawn. Now this doesn't come with the same teeth because this pawn is not attacked. But I think it avoids getting the second, like 2 outposts for these knights. That would have been tough. But this also still allows for artificial castling, which is a must right now. Need to get this rook into the game in order to, not be down a piece plus a rook in effect. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay. And we're almost even time now. Silver lining. This kind of a move from my opponent after this would still just result in me putting my king here. Okay. Good move, I'd say, right? Can't capture here. So these squares are all taken away. This square is taken away. This square is valid. Back with pressure on this guy. I blundered to this. Oh, they didn't see it. Which is fine. Because I will move. So this pawn is defended, so that is no longer a threat. But they have other threats against my position. So I'm going to move here. That still results in the same fork. Interesting. Do I move my king here? I think I need to move my king here. Now, this won't come with the fork. Just trying to hang on here. Against all hope. And then this will hopefully kick the knight back. Probably not. Yeah, like they're coming. Every move is with tempo here. This square is fine for now, for the moment. for the next 2 seconds before it's taken away. This move doesn't work because of the double defense of the square. Ay ay ay, folks. Ay ay ay. Tough game, but this is giving me good conditioning to withstand pressure. You know. I think it's just a victory I haven't resigned yet or blundered even further. It's about the small victories in life, you know. This is an option on their part. Okay, they'd rather go for a check here. So if I kick you away, or how about I just develop you? Developing you avoids that a little. Also doesn't weaken my position quite as much. Because nothing hangs here. But if I push you, then something hangs, right? Push you, you have to move out of the way, then you hang. Down 30 seconds. Keep it going. Keep it up. Come on, what are you gonna do? Okay, locking yourself in there. I think that makes this a free piece. Dare I say? They have a pawn to win here, but I can win you. You jump in. You don't really have any jumps except here, but then I can trade you off. Annoying knight, but it's only that at the moment. This creates a pass pawn, very dangerous. I have rook here maybe to create a fortress, but then the pawn will move forward, right? Invariably. So this pawn will now fall, right? Yes, undefended. Protecting this guy, also hitting this guy. This, no forks of my, no royal forks, not yet. And now it's almost like I should be trading, right? Here, or maybe just here and here seems logical. Can't believe that happened. Blunder is a blunder, right? Now, don't want to give this game back to my opponent. So, just as I'm about to blunder a queen trade, let's go here. I'm happy to do a doubling of the pawn if it involves getting queens off the board. 2 rooks versus a... Okay, so this... Any checks? Oh, check. Oh, but I can take with the queen. Thank God, because my queen's undefended now. So any sort of checks this way, queen can capture. Thank God. So you can always blunder. You can always blunder. That's fine because we will take this piece and then trade off up another piece. Okay, now it's game time here. Need to tell my next engagement that I will be late because I need to win a chess game. What are you trying to do with this move? Prevent castling, maybe? Let's go here. No, this is the threat, right? You want to win this pawn. Any way to defend it? The way to defend it is back here. And then this and this to move you up. I think that's what needs to happen. Okay. Trying to get the rookie McGee into the position. This is not a threat at the moment. Let's trade off rooks. I'll be 5 minutes late. There we go, that's taken care of. Okay, rooks traded. That's okay, we'll bring you in here. Down 30 seconds. Ooh, can't believe I lost a rookie McGee. No way to defend him. Nope, let's come in here. We have to get our own checks in now. We can perpetual this, I think. Oh, and you don't want to trade rooks. Okay. Is there a way to maintain this now? Maybe here? Yeah, I want you to capture that rook. No, that pawn is not for grabs. But I want to be able to get some checks in here. So something like this makes a lot of sense. Checks, and then I have checks along here. And this game is back and forth. Okay, it's flagging time. They're up 30 seconds. Let's get the flags in. Get your flags out, boys and girls. Okay, that's fine. Check. You go there. Don't have any immediate checks, but we can win a pawn now. Trying to win that pawn too. Okay, winning you. And now the king doesn't have a lot of options here. Check. The goal is now here to do that. You go here. They have checks here, which I will then move back. Okay, perfect. You go there. They might want to try to trade queens here, which we will not allow. We go here. Checks right here. Checks in the mail. Oh, yeah. Force a queen trade. Gotta love it. Oh. Oh, they blundered. Check. 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 They're trying to flag me, but I will not let them. Check. 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 Oh, just move here. Let's do it. Triangle play. See how this goes. Pre-moves. Draw by repetition. Whew. What a game. What a game. This needs to go into the analysis box for sure. My computer is huffing and puffing, but let's get there. 3 blunders. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's get the redacted out of there. Don't think I still need it. Oh, got the whole world shifting on you guys. Forgive the clunkiness here. There we go. Look at this. My opponent was up 9. Okay, so my blunder is right here. Right here. And then I played that. Instead, I should have captured and allowed the fork. I'm still down +4, but that was better than just giving them the piece. And then over here, they blunder it right back to me with that instead of coming in to defend their piece. Yikes. How a game changes, eh? And then right here, I blunder it right back. So this check, I should have moved the king that way in order to not allow this pawn to fall with check to win the rook back. Ha! Oh my. And then, once again, I mean right here we go to even because they didn't take the rook. So instead of going here, I should have checked, gone back there. For some reason, this results in a 3 points because they make the right move, I guess. Oh no, that's a missed win. They should have taken the pawn. Okay, whatever. And then and this is just flagging moments, right? Like, what do you do about this, right? So queen there. The blunder was in fact I should have captured the queen because I could have promoted faster. God only knows. And then, I'm winning here, but I'm down to like 15 milliseconds on the clock. So how are you gonna realize that without excellent conditioning? All I'll say is I had 67% accuracy. My opponent had 59. We're even on best and excellent moves and good moves. Even on inaccuracies, even on mistakes, even on blunders. They had 4 and I had 3, so essentially even, and even on miss wins. Talk about a back and forth game. So I mean, we both blundered equally. So I think a draw is probably the best karmic outcome of that game. So I hope you guys enjoyed me playing a clumsy Catalan. I think that's what I'll title this video. Post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube. On Thursdays at 9 p.m. I have my live stream here if you want to play against me yourself. I'll see you next time the stars align. Take care.